It's pretty dumb.
It's your fault.
It's for once, it is 100% my fault. Kevin has nothing to do with it.
Try to talk her out of it.
Just to give you an idea, this is way worse than buying 5 cheap liberties.
I know the story of your life through winter storms and summer skies. There was a time when you were young and free. So let's go back to the beaches where I always make you laugh, to the forest where we found a hidden path.
Let's add a top 5 freakiest landings to our potentially dumbest thing we've ever done.
That wasn't bad. At least it's not snow.
Denver, though, is obviously not our final destination here. So 9.5 hours later, we've just landed in Munich. But Munich is not our final destination. And unfortunately, de-icing the plane in Denver because the weather was not great. We now have like 25 minutes to make our next connecting flight.
No, 25 minutes before it leaves. You don't have 25 minutes to make it. You have 10 minutes to make it.
I'm optimistic.
Let's go back to the beaches where I always make you laugh, to the forest where we found a hidden path, to the summertime of 2005.
We're not there yet, but I think we're gonna make it. Where's he? Kevin's right there. That's right. I should go for cardio, by the way. We made it. We made it. For those of you that don't know, Kevin has asthma. I didn't bring his inhaler.
Yeah.
Now, from the title of this video, you guys have probably already figured out that Kraków, which I'm probably butchering with my American accent, but Poland,
Krakow.
spelled Krakow, it's not pronounced as Kraków, I think. But that is not our final destination. Ukraine is. Unfortunately, civilian aircraft are not allowed over Ukrainian airspace because they're at war. So obviously, we actually have to fly into Poland, and then we'll take either a bus or a train from there into Ukraine. Look, Kevin does impressions. He's still going.
Who am I?
I have to say though, this is probably one of the luckiest but worst travel excursions we've ever had so far. But very lucky because usually you're just screwed.
Usually you're just done. Like it's like delayed or
then
something
that's it.
happens
Yeah.
and you don't make it.
We had high winds in Utah, which delayed our flight to Denver, made the Denver flight, but then an iced over plane in Denver delayed our flight to Munich. We had the 20 minutes to make our flight from Munich to Kraków, and somehow we made that flight.
I mean, customs, there was nobody in the line of customs, luckily.
Every flight is basically...
Like worse and worse, but...
Anyways.
But now, no more flights.
Now, no more flights. Now it's just a bus ticket, 2 bus tickets. And then
Or a train.
Or a train.
Or 3 trains.
I think we're going to take a bus, because a bus is going to be direct. You can take a direct bus from Poland into Ukraine.
But if we take trains, we have to figure it out, and that could be more fun.
It would be more fun, but trains involve transfers. And if then we're back to delays and missing a connecting train instead of a flight. I think we've used our luck. I think I just want to get on a bus.
What if a bus breaks down? Trains don't really break down.
I don't need your negative energy right now.
Just saying.
I don't need that. Another situation that we've had to navigate on this travel adventure. This is how you know I'm married to a child. Kevin decided in Denver to buy some Welch's berry gummies. And then on the Denver to Munich flight, quit moving. On the Denver to Munich flight, I guess he spilled some, didn't realize it, fell asleep. Oh my God, Kevin.
I squished him for 9 hours, I guess. I went to get up at the end of the flight. My butt was stuck to the seat.
He couldn't get up. So yeah, we're gonna go change pants.
I'm gonna go put my
but
pants
we are
away.
officially in Kraków. From here, we have at least 24, well, not quite 24 hours. We have the evening. We're staying here tonight, and then tomorrow we're gonna take a bus. I don't care what Kevin says. Tomorrow we're gonna take a bus to Ukraine. One thing we really did have going for us is when we arrived here in Poland, we were not alone. We didn't have to figure this all out by ourselves because our friend Tomas here.
Hello.
So he lives in Poland. We actually met him during Drift Week. So he's come to the US to come drifting. He's come to the US to come drifting during like Lone Star Drift during Drift Week and stuff like that. He also goes to Japan all the time. He does tours in Japan for drifting and like all these cool excursion adventures. He's helping us because we tried to buy these bus tickets to go to Ukraine before we got here. It wouldn't let us.
It just says.
I think I couldn't buy them either. So.
Yeah, it wouldn't let us, and we're thinking maybe it's because they need our passports to make sure we don't have Russian passports or something like that.
I don't know what it is.
We don't know,
But he literally picked us up at the airport, and this is what the cool thing about drifting, off-roading, whatever. And I didn't even ask anything. I literally posted that we're heading this way, we're flying into Kraków, and he just messaged me. He was like, hey,
I'll pick you up.
pick you up at the airport. I'm like, oh, shit, yeah, we do know people here.
It's just like the off-roading community. It's the drifting community is one giant family. And then so he basically took us straight from the airport to the main train station / bus station in the hopes of us being able to figure out tomorrow's leg of the journey. And then after Ukraine, we will come back to Poland for a couple days and do a little more exploring here in Kraków.
What is this?
That word.
This is kogiel mogiel.
What he said, which is essentially just raw whipped egg yolk.
With raspberries. I don't
Like
know if
a
I can do
raspberry
this.
mousse.
I don't know if I can eat raw
I bet you it's
whipped-
delicious.
It's probably delicious.
No, it's good. It's fine. It's just a different flavor. So this is like a famous dessert here
Yes.
in
Do I
Poland.
need to get maybe part of the raspberries at the bottom with it?
Just eat it.
Oh
a
god,
bite.
that makes it so much worse.
Take it. Take the bite.
The raspberries definitely help. Without the raspberry, I think
It's a different flavor, but it's not bad. Try it if you're in Poland.
I won't order it again, but I'm gonna try it.
Okay, so.
She didn't get the raspberry before. That's not a bad face. I mean, it's a sour face.
I take it back. The egg part's actually the good part.
I like the raspberry part.
The raspberry part is like super tart. Like all the taste buds are firing in all the weird places. Yeah, but it's good.
So is that
Try
normal? The raspberry be like extra tart, like extra. It's almost like.
And thank goodness we did have a friend with us because getting these tickets would have been a lot more difficult if we had been on our own.
It's possible though.
It would have been
Most
possible.
everybody here speaks English. It's
Or English enough to figure it out.
More than Huey.
But
More than-
we got our bus tickets. It is the next day. We are about to board our bus. We are leaving Kraków and we are going to Lviv, Ukraine. So we were right though to get the bus tickets. The reason we couldn't buy them online is because they did need to see our passports. So
Because they don't let everybody.
not everyone currently is
in.
allowed on these buses or trains. So understandably, they wanted to check our passports. But we will have a direct bus route. Kevin wanted to take the train. I didn't want to risk missing my appointment.
Trains are so much better than a bus.
I don't disagree. I think they're funner, but I couldn't risk missing a train and missing the entire reason we're doing this trip. So we're going to take the direct route bus.
Did you
and it'll be
copy
fine.
my sunglasses? I get these $12 from Walmart. And those are probably $60 from.
Give or take, it's fine. We have officially passed the Polish-Ukrainian border, which I will tell you was the worst border crossing I have ever experienced in my life. And not because the border crossing itself was bad, but because they stopped at the border crossing and let us out to go to the bathroom. We're on the bus. Bus.
Hold on, before I say anything, I will say, still in a war-torn country where they're looking for people, still nicer than crossing into Canada.
Still nicer than
the
Canadian Border Patrol.
Is literally the worst.
Still nicer than Canadian Border Patrol, but I followed all of the women on our bus to the bathroom, and only like one or two other women on this bus speak English. The rest of them are Ukrainian, and I followed them to the bathroom, ended up last in line. The last lady walks out of the bathroom. I go into the stall, and as I'm going to the bathroom, she shut the door, the main door to the bathroom. No big deal, right? Except I get out, I wash my hands, I'm locked in the bathroom. I got locked in a bathroom at the Ukrainian border crossing.
And they only gave us 5 minutes, so I'm on the bus with our stuff.
Kevin
and the guy
thinks
shuts the doors. and
Kevin
says,
thinks
"We
I'm
have to
being
go."
kidnapped. I'm having an absolute panic attack because I cannot get this door open. And at first I'm like, okay, maybe Ukrainian doors work differently. And I'm trying, maybe it turns up, maybe there's a lock somewhere. I couldn't figure it out. I resort in full-blown panic mode because I think the bus is gonna leave me or whatever. Yeah, I just start banging on the door and screaming.
In a border patrol, you know.
Finally, some Ukrainian officers came and used a key to unlock it and get me out. And then one Ukrainian lady officer proceeded to yell at me in Ukrainian. And I don't obviously speak Ukrainian. However, I'm pretty sure she was telling me that I was using the wrong bathroom. I think there was a different bathroom we were supposed to use. But again, I followed every other woman on our bus to that bathroom.
But you were the only one in there.
But
by yourself.
By that point, when they arrived, it was just... Anyways, I apologized a million times as I backed away, and then I made a break for the bus. And it was terrifying. I legit thought I was going to be left at the Ukrainian border in a bathroom. Anyways, obstacle overcome.
You know,
I'm back on the bus, and we are officially in Ukraine on our way to Lviv.
The silly part is there was 5 porta potties right next to the bus, but she wanted to go inside following the rest of the ladies.
I followed the citizens of Ukraine.
I would have just used the ones that were right outside, right next to the bus.
I didn't see them.
I
didn't see them. I literally just followed all the other women, all the Ukrainian-speaking women. And anyways, absolute nightmare. But I survived, and we're officially in Ukraine, on our way to Lviv. We should be there, hopefully in another few hours. Success!
Made it.
We have officially made it to Lviv, Ukraine.
It's Lviv, so we would say Lviv.
I Googled it, and that's how Google told me to pronounce it. I'm probably still butchering it,
Yeah.
but I'm doing my best. But we've officially made it here, and the Airbnb that we're staying at for the next several days is only a 20-minute walk from the main bus station. So we're just gonna walk and find food along the way. It's about 7 o'clock-ish at night, and I have an appointment. The entire reason we're here for Ukraine.
You can't say it yet.
I'm not saying.
Oh.
I'm saying the entire reason that we're here in Ukraine, my appointment is tomorrow at noon. And welcome to our humble abode for the next 5 nights here in Ukraine. It's actually a nice little sweet apartment. It's pretty cool, and it's honestly, the whole building's fairly brand new, so everything's really nice. Which is perfect, because I'm definitely gonna need somewhere to relax comfortably for the next several days. Because today is officially the day, or the first day, and I am a massive bundle of just pure anxiety and a hefty dose of fear right now.
You'll be okay. I'm here for you.
And it's not because we flew halfway around the world to Ukraine. I'm anxious because we flew halfway around the world to Ukraine for this. I'm getting a tattoo. I understand the insanity of flying around the world to get a tattoo, but I have been following this artist for years. I've loved her stuff for a very long time, and I've put a lot of thought into this, although the trip was pretty spontaneous.
Well, yeah, because
Like
we
we-
never have any time, and it was just like, oh, we have a week here.
And she was like, I have availability, and I was like,
Booked.
we're going to Ukraine.
Like literally while we were in Mexico on our little like last trip.
But when, just so you guys know though, when I say that I'm getting a tattoo, I don't mean that like, oh, I'm getting like a cute little heart on my shoulder or something. It's quite a bit bigger than that, by like a lot. Remember I said we would be here for 4 days? Well, 5 if you include, you know, the getting in and leaving. Yeah.
so fucked. But you got this, babe.
I got this.
You got this. Oh, you're so... Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh, no. What are you doing? You know you could have just done it right there. That would have been fine, right? That could have been a whole dragon right there. No, you're going.
Nah,
You're
my
going.
option's way cooler. So they're gonna do it in sections. So today we're gonna do this section, and then over the next 3 days we'll do this section and then this section.
Right, she's gonna try to finish one at a
But
time.
this-
So
yeah,
once
try to
she's
finish
done
one at
here,
a time.
like color
So we-
done.
Yeah, because going back over the same area
No,
is
you-
not a thing. So we're gonna do it in sections.
That's why she marked you up, so you don't scrub those marks off, so
Okay.
she can
Please
line
continue.
them up. How you feeling so far?
Taking a quick break, 10-minute break.
Yeah. Right now it looks like a mermaid. Just for a second, just because the tail is just teal, and like you just see a little tail, but you don't really know.
I can already tell though. Every time I look down, I'm like, God, it's so pretty,
It's
and that
so
gives
good.
me motivation.
Yes.
I survived session day 1. It is now session day 2. So the goal for today is to finish this loop here and probably a little bit more up into here.
So this part's gonna really suck right now because she went over it yesterday just to get the outline, so it was all there. But now she has to go back over
Actually
some of
fill
it
all the
and
in.
color.
The closer inside my thigh it gets and up it gets, the more painful it was anyways. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, no, she's okay.
She's so strong.
So strong.
So strong girl.
Strong like bull.
It's spicy. That one's spicy. It's fine.
So pretty though. She did the pink, now the purple.
I know. I look at it and I'm like, worth it. I really just want to punch you in the throat right now.
Me?
Yeah, it's not your fault. It's just like, just want to punch someone and you'd be the most likely target. This is definitely a spicy section, that upper inner thigh. It was already spicy yesterday during session 1, just when I could tell when she was just like doing the brief outlines to mark the lines. Extra spicy because she's going over spots that were kind of already touched yesterday, but that's honestly not it. It's just the location, that upper inner thighs. Whew. That's a rough one.
Also, what did I
Don't
say?
talk to me about pain right now. And then he's also like, just breathe, babe. Just breathe. And I'm like, I need you to shut up right now.
I said, you chose this.
I did though. That's fair. I 100% chose this, and I am enduring it because I flew halfway around the country for it. Taking a quick 5-minute break, but I think we're mostly done
That section.
with, well, maybe a few more bits in here, but mostly done with that section. That was a rough section. All right, so we officially transferred the rest of the dragon onto my body. And for today, during session 2, the goal is to also finish this whole big loop here. And then that section right there, she's going to freehand the connecting part. We've got a lot of work still to go today for session number 2. So here's the thing. I did not tell my dad that I was coming to Ukraine, and I did not tell my dad that I was getting a tattoo. So I'm gonna FaceTime him, because what's a better way to break it to him than just showing him? Let's FaceTime my dad. Hi, Daddy. What you doing?
Trying to wake up.
Yeah.
Half asleep.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you so early. I figured, you know, you're old, so you'd be up at, you know, 8 a.m.
No, I'm still human.
You're still
Need my rest. What the hell are you doing up? You got this place too.
So first off, I'm in Ukraine right now.
What?
Yeah. I can't laugh right now either. Second off, I'm in Ukraine because
You get a tattoo?
yeah, yeah, that's me. That's my body. All right, so we've officially ended session 2, day 2. So we've got most of the big circle there done. Tomorrow on day 3, the goal is to finish that and the entire head, I think. Day 4, we're gonna go back to finishing the free-handed section right there. But oh my God, it is coming together so freaking well. It's so pretty.
No more smiles from Brittany right now.
The ribs suck.
She is getting there. No painkillers, no pain cream. She's been offered multiple times. Look how beautiful that looks. Oh man. It looks so good. I'm gonna have to come back and have her do something just because it's so good.
Okay, so day 3 is officially done and it looks absolutely stunning. But I will say that entire rib section, obviously my skin is super irritated by a very sensitive skin. That red will be gone for the most part probably by tomorrow, but that is coming out so incredible. So tomorrow all she has to do is that section right there, which is gonna freehand, and then I think from there just kind of finish off the little whiskers coming off of the dragon, and that's it. One more much easier day than today. Good to go. So which is good because I don't think I could do another day like that.
Me neither.
You neither?
I like how you like.
Where'd you go? Because I'm sure it was so difficult for you.
hurts from sitting in that chair with no back support.
Oh my God. All right, so we're officially on to day 4, the 4th and final day. Not very excited for today. Yesterday, I think, sapped a lot of my strength, but it's looking absolutely beautiful at this tide since we're not gonna be working up here really today. So we're gonna be doing this section right there, connecting the 2 pieces. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm so wrecked from yesterday. And then somehow, while I'm over here getting tattooed, Kevin decided to just got bored, kill some
3 days.
Kill some time.
Oh, he's just
so
gonna redo my
his old Maltese cross from when he was a firefighter.
I was 18.
When he was 18, he's getting that redone, so it looks nice and fresh.
Like 20 something years ago.
Yeah, it was a little over 20 years.
What's 41 minus 18?
You're so old. I'm just kidding. I love you. Okay, have fun. How you doing, Kev?
Oh, good.
Kevin's
You
like,
torture me way more than he ever could.
says I torture him more than he ever could.
How you doing?
1,000 times easier. Like
Like you're
I
just fine.
survived yesterday, and now I'm just like. Okay, 22 hours of tattooing over the course of 4 days, and she is officially completely done. Oh my God, and I am absolutely in love. Obviously, my opinion is biased, but I'm pretty sure I now have one of the most stunning tattoos on this planet Earth. The final touch, obviously, we've got the whiskers, we've got the connecting piece, but the final touch is she actually went in, and I don't know if you can see, she did some little white highlights on the scales there, along the paws, and even on some of the flowers. That was done at the very end here. Wasn't a fan of that part. I figured if I could endure the rest of it, I could handle that. And yeah, it's officially done. So to celebrate surviving getting my tattoo, we decided to go grab dinner in our last night here in Lviv to supposedly the best ribs in town. And my tattoo artist, Tatiana, suggested this place. So we said we'd give it a go. First thing they told us when we got here is you have to use your hands.
There's no silverware.
So she goes, this is your plate, and then drew me a plate and a fork and a knife. Second thing, we decided, well, let's order drinks first. And when you go to like the alcohol menu, it just shows bottles of vodka. And so I was like, okay, so how do you drink your vodka? Like what sort of cocktails or like what do you mix it with? And she's like, we don't mix it. And I was like, so you just like, you mean like just take shots? Yes, they just take shots. And then she goes, well, how many grams do you want?
What do you mean? How do you order grams of alcohol? Like, I'm not a drug dealer. I don't know grams.
I was like, how many grams is enough for both of us to have like a couple shots? And so 200 grams.
That's 200 grams, which we don't know yet. Oh, let me see.
200 grams. And I was like, what's like a tasty, sweeter vodka? She gave us honey vodka. So Kevin also asked for some kind of chaser. So she gave us a fruit juice. Have no idea what type of fruit the juice is made from. And
We're gonna get 1.5 shots each, maybe.
anyways, but we also ordered ribs and all that, and all that's coming. But the coolest thing about this place is it's literally underground. Like,
Old, few hundred-year-old building.
It's an old building, and it's all underground. The vibe is really cool, actually, and kind of a neat way to spend our last night here.
You walk down this cobblestone steps, like a story and a half, 2 stories underground down this cobblestone, like old cobblestone, and then you're in this like crazy dungeon, but cool, like not.
We're about to caveman style eat with our hands. It's gonna be great. They also give you these cool little bibs.
Ribs bibs?
Ribs bibs. Because again, we're eating with our hands.
Mine was the ribs bibs, but Brittany's.
They're boobies.
Oh, I know that.
They're booby bibs.
I got ribs bibs, you got booby bibs? That's hilarious.
All right, shot time. We're gonna do it one at a time, and I'm just gonna take a little bit because I want to taste it.
Vodka shots are like, to me, like high school or college kids. I don't.
Only college girls who don't know what real alcohol should taste like usually take vodka shots, in my opinion. However, supposedly not the same here. Supposedly the alcohol, specifically the vodka here, is better and stronger. So when in Rome, I'm gonna try honey vodka, or when in Ukraine, in this case. I'm gonna take a little bit. Oh.
It almost has like
Ooh, you know what that's reminiscent of?
What?
Moonshine in fucking Tennessee. It's not the same flavor as moonshine. It's vodka flavored,
like
but
it's like a honey vodka moonshine. Nice.
And bread.
Oh,
Thank
wonderful.
you.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. This looks so good. And we did just ask, and we found out, so this building is from the 16th century. It was once a prison, so but long time ago, and only for a short period of time. Since then, however, it's been a lot of things. It's been other restaurants. It's been a nightclub at one point. What else did you say?
Museum.
It was a museum at one point, so it's been a lot of things, but it was a prison in the 16th century once upon a time. I just want to point out, Kevin has only taken a bite of the bread so far.
These places with bread are insane. They know how. I don't know how you can make bread. Like, I thought bread was just bread.
Kevin's just eating the bread. It's so good.
I thought bread was just bread. Bread is not just bread.
It's not here.
Like, holy.
Not here. It's not.
My
It's so
God.
good. He's just eating the bread. We haven't even touched the ribs. All right, final consensus. The bread, 10 out of 10. The ribs, 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, they're
Still
pretty
really
good.
good, but when you come from Texas,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to beat. Everything else, solid 7. Everything was absolutely pretty good.
atmosphere was a 10 out of
Vodka, fantastic. Atmosphere, 10 out of 10. 100% again. Would recommend it. if you're ever in Ukraine. I don't know what it's called, and they don't use our alphabet, so I can't even spell it for you.
Just look up rib place.
But if you look up like ribs or best ribs,
Barbecue maybe?
in
Barbecue.
Lviv, you'll probably figure it out pretty easily. We are officially back in Poland. Did not get locked in a bathroom this time. Getting back across the border actually took a significant longer amount of time. We had to go through multiple passport checks and bag checks, but we made it back safe and sound. Time in Ukraine was absolutely fantastic.
It was really cool places, really great food, really amazing people.
Honestly, I wish we had stayed longer to really explore, but we have time constraints. But we are back in Poland. We have today, tomorrow, and then we fly out the next day. So we do have a little more time to explore. I did get a second skin put on me from about here all the way to my knee. So walking is not very comfortable, but
Better than the thing you were wrapped in.
yeah, just okay, yeah.
You were wrapped in knee pads.
But we're walking to our Airbnb in Poland for the next 2 nights. So it should be a good next couple days. Healing process hopefully won't be too bad. And yeah, now we get to enjoy Poland a little bit. So since it's our last 2 nights in Poland, Kevin decided just splurge, and so he picked one of the most expensive places he could find in like Old Town Center, like we're right in the thick of it, and it was about 120 bucks a night, which was, for us, I've spent more than that on the Motel 6 next to the Las Vegas airport. For one single night, I've spent $250+ because anyway, point is, look what it got us. For $120 a night, we have this entire, looks like there's one room in there, this entire place to ourselves, which is way more room than we need, but holy crap. Yeah, you good? What's up there? It's so pretty.
Yeah, this is dope.
So it's got 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, full kitchen, full living room. This is awesome. It even has this cute little balcony with a little seating area. Look at this. This is so cool. So here's one thing about Poland. They have crosswalks everywhere, but people don't wait for, there's no lights or anything like that. You go and you don't look. I look because I'm terrified, but you just walk. As a pedestrian, you have the right of way 100% of the
Now
time.
there's a train coming.
Oh God. Unless you're vlogging and there's a train. Trains don't stop for you.
You want to look both ways, you're going across the train.
Yeah.
And they're everywhere. These trains are literally...
But as far as like pedestrians go and cars,
Oh God.
you just go and cars just like wait for you. And that's low-key kind of terrifying because it's not quite that way in the US.
I will
It's
say-
kind of that way, but drivers are quite a bit more aggressive. You kind of just wait until you have the clear and then you go.
I will say, it seems like I don't see anybody who's driving on their phone, and a lot of cars are manual. And there's a lot of pedestrians and a lot of bikers, so you can't really be on your phone like you see everybody.
There's very, very few distracted drivers that I've personally seen. Like, you have to pay attention because the traffic and the parking and the pedestrians and the bikes, everything's so crazy. If you don't pay attention, you are going to hit someone or something.
And there's literally 10 universities in the city, so there's
a lot
just
of kids.
Tens of thousands of kids everywhere.
Yes.
So yeah. How Brittany's. Hers is supposed to be sweet.
Mine is more middle ground with a sweeter scent.
And?
Fiery.
Is it? Well, wait till she
good.
tastes mine. Oh,
Flavor-wise, it's good.
well, wait. We're gonna do a little switcheroo. I'm gonna try Brittany's, and Brittany's gonna try mine. Oh, you can't breathe this one out. Like, there's nothing you can do about this one. Whoa. No, no, no. No. Oh. 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. Minus 10. Minus 10 out of 10.
I warned him that he was not going to like absinthe. He, one, didn't believe me. Two, when asked like if he wanted a sweeter or a more bitter one, he was like, I don't care, whatever you suggest. He got a bitter one. Absolutely not. Mine was half decent. I don't like absinthe because I'm not a fan of the
Yours
licorice
was 140
flavor.
proof.
Mine was almost 70%. But it was a little sweeter, so it was more tolerable. I generally don't like licorice flavored liquors. You know, generally absinthe's not my thing. But
Anyway, minus 10 out of 10.
Kevin, I couldn't even get him to take a second sip, so I didn't catch it in this direction.
I took one sip and I almost threw up.
He would not take another sip, so the only footage I have is the vertical one he filmed. So one thing Kevin and I have said over and over and over again is that here in Kraków, it seems like every building just seems like an old church. And we've been
Not
saying
every building,
it,
but a lot of them.
most of them.
And we're just joking about it, sort of.
We've been saying it jokingly. However, Kevin just looked it up.
Yeah, and it turns out that it is known as a city of churches. There is estimated 120 to 140 like churches
Throughout the city.
In the
so,
city. So
low-key, we kind of weren't off base. Now, for the sake of honesty, not everything is perfect here. There are 3 things I have found out that I do not like, but that's not just specifically Poland or Ukraine or anything. I think it's Europe in general. The first thing is paper straws. I hate paper straws. I hate having soggy paper in my mouth after 10 minutes. That sucks. It's my number 1 complaint. Number 2 complaint is cigarettes. It's a lot more prevalent here. So as beautiful as it is walking around outside, one of the downsides is no matter where you go, there's kind of like the aroma of cigarette smoke. So that
everybody smokes. Not everybody, but everybody.
a lot of people. It's a lot more prevalent than anywhere I've ever lived. So that's kind of...
And they throw them all over the floor. They sweep them up down here, but as you get away from the interstate, like the downtown, it's just cigarette butts everywhere.
I would say Kraków is very clean, and I think a lot of places in Europe generally are, but cigarette butts and cigarette smoke would be my number 2 complaint. And then my final complaint, why the hell do Europeans, why do you guys make people pay to go to the bathroom? Just respect your public restrooms. There's no reason for me to have to pay, especially when I don't have local currency. I have to pay to go to the bathroom. It is a chore, like a genuine chore, to find a restroom when you're out in public.
Yeah, no, it's well, there's been some other public ones, but
You have
funny.
to usually be in a restaurant and buying something in a restaurant, or you have to pay to go to a public restroom.
Yeah, no, what the funny part
Most places
is that there's like a little lady in a booth sitting at a restroom all day taking money.
That's
It's a weird, like, it's I guess it's giving somebody a job, but that's it just seems like a job that doesn't need to be.
Anyways, only 3 complaints though. Everything else, anytime we come to Europe, everything else is pretty amazing. And this has been absolutely no different. But it's time to head home back to the States. Hopefully the trip back with the flights is a little bit easier. A little bit easier and not quite as hectic as the one here. Our first flight, which we are currently on from Krakow to Munich, was already delayed by like half an hour, but I think we're going to be fine catching the Munich to Denver flight. So fingers crossed. We've got, I don't know, like
30 minutes?
Well, I mean, total, we've got like another 15 hours till we're back home.
Yeah.
No biggie. I'm just bundled up and covered in second skin, which doesn't feel good, by the way, sitting in an airplane.
It doesn't feel too bad.
I refused to run this time, but they did just come over the speaker doing a last call for our gate. But according to time, we have like 10 minutes till the gate closes. And it's like, it's up there. It's fine. By the way, the Munich airport, getting from gate to gate and terminal to terminal, it's a lot of f***ing walking. We made it. All is good. with that, officially a 10-day trip, 52 hours of traveling, 22 hours of tattooing, and another, let's say, 30 to 45 minutes of removing second skin from my body. And there she is. We are officially back home, back in the States, and I am ready to go to bed and remember this adventure for the rest of my life. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Remember, you can find all your Lite Brite Nation merch and decals at litebritstudios.com. As always, we love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
All right, when you have these pretzel bags that have all the little things in it, the best thing in here is these guys here.
Worst thing. Disgusting.
These are
Won't eat 'em.
literally the best pieces in town.
You can have all of mine. Absolutely not.
You're a psychopath.
They're just like burnt crisps.
No.
Disgusting. Absolutely not.
All right, whose side are you on? Like, do you like the pretzels the most? Do you like these little
Everything else is delicious.
baguette things?
The rest is equally good.
What do you like? The best thing in here, the garlic brown thing.
Burnt chips.
They're not burnt.